Have you ever felt that creeping sensation that something is wrong? That shiver running down your spine when you're all alone, in the dark, playing that one game that promises terror. And then some. You know the one, where every turn you make feels like it's pulling you closer to a trap. But what if I told you that this isn't just a game? That something, or rather someone, waits at the last level, and there's no way out. I've been there, I've played that game, and I'm here to tell you, no matter how hard you try, you will never escape her. It all started when I stumbled upon an old, cracked CD at a yard sale. It wasn't labeled or anything, but there was something about it that intrigued me. The woman who sold it to me told me it was a cursed game. Of course I laughed. Who wouldn't? A cursed game. It sounded ridiculous. I'd heard of creepy urban legends, but this one seemed like nothing more than an exaggerated tale. But curiosity got the best of me. I took it home, popped it into my computer, and waited. It booted up quickly. The graphics were outdated, but the eerie, distorted music gave it an unsettling vibe right from the start. The game was simple, a survival horror RPG. The main character, a lone wanderer, would travel through dark forests, abandoned towns, and crumbling temples, avoiding monsters and completing tasks. The objective? To reach the last level, a level that was said to be so terrifying that anyone who made it there would never escape. But I didn't think much of it. After all, it was just a game. Or so I thought. The first few levels were nothing too special. Classic survival horror mechanics, running from monsters, solving puzzles, and gathering items to survive. It wasn't too hard, and honestly, I thought it was a little cheesy at times. The monsters were nothing too terrifying, just generic zombies and ghouls. But there was something strange about the atmosphere. The deeper I got into the game, the more I started to notice things, little inconsistencies, whispers in the background when I wasn't doing anything, shadows that seemed to move when I wasn't looking. Sometimes the game would glitch for a split second, and I would hear her voice. It was soft, almost like a whisper, but it sounded distant, too distant. It wasn't part of the game's sound design, that much I knew. But I pushed through. I was getting close to the last level, and the thought of seeing what lay there, well, it was too tempting to pass up. I hit the 5th level, a decrepit mansion. The air was thick with tension, and the walls seemed to pulse with an eerie, unnatural rhythm. I was used to feeling uneasy while playing horror games, but this was different. The game felt alive. I entered a dimly lit hallway, the creaking of the floorboards echoing in the silence. That's when I saw her for the first time. At the end of the hallway, standing in the shadows, was a figure. It wasn't clear at first, just a silhouette of a woman, her hair long and flowing, her posture unnervingly still. The game didn't tell me to do anything, but instinctively, I started walking toward her. I couldn't look away. The closer I got, the more I felt the air grow colder, the tension heavier. And then, her eyes. They were glowing, but not with light. More like an absence of it, black, hollow, pulling me in. I was frozen. I wanted to turn back, but my hands wouldn't let me. The woman didn't speak, but I heard her voice again, clearer this time. It whispered one word. Run, but I couldn't. My body wouldn't obey. I could only stare. I didn't know what would happen if I went any closer, but part of me knew that whatever it was, I wasn't going to like it. After what felt like an eternity of running from monsters and solving ridiculous puzzles, I finally reached the last level. The screen faded to black, and when it cleared, I was standing in a vast, empty landscape. The sky above was red, the air thick with something wrong. I couldn't help but feel that I was being watched. Everywhere I turned, the feeling intensified. The landscape was barren, devoid of any life, save for one thing. There, at the far end of the field, was the woman. But this time, she wasn't just standing there. She was walking toward me, slowly. Her movements were jerky, unnatural, like she was dragging herself through the air. Her eyes glowed brighter now, as though her presence was distorting everything around her. And then the game spoke. You've come this far, but now you must face her. I tried to turn back, but there was nowhere to go, no exit, no way out. The moment I turned, the woman was closer, closer. With every blink, she moved. And each time she got closer, I felt my chest tighten, my heart racing. It was as if the game itself was bending time, shortening the distance between us. But there was no escape. I tried everything. I hit every button, trying to make the character run faster, to escape, to jump, to climb. But no matter what I did, the woman was always there. I heard her voice, low and haunting, echoing in the background. It became a chant. You cannot run. You cannot escape. The screen started to glitch, stuttering with images of her face, distorted, melting, and then reforming. My hands were shaking, but I couldn't stop. I couldn't look away. It was as if the game had become a prison, and I was trapped inside, watching as she closed the distance. And then, everything stopped. The screen went black. For a moment, there was nothing. Not even the eerie whispers. Do you think you can escape? The words echoed in my mind. I didn't know what to do. I tried restarting the game. I uninstalled it, but nothing worked. She had already found me. Her presence had become embedded in my mind, haunting my thoughts. She was still there, in the dark corners of my mind, always waiting, always watching. It's been weeks since I last played that game, but I can't escape her. I hear her voice in the quiet of the night. I feel her watching me when I'm alone. Sometimes, when I close my eyes, I see her face. That thing that shouldn't exist, it's still with me. I've tried everything. I've reset my computer. I've deleted every trace of the game, but it doesn't matter. The creature of the last level is not confined to the game anymore. And now I know no one escapes her. So the next time you come across a mysterious game, something that promises the ultimate terror, think twice. Because sometimes the last level isn't the end. It's just the beginning. And once you've met her, once you've seen her eyes, you'll never be free. I'm still here, trapped. Are you ready to join me?